beware. You are now entering the KPLS show.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the KPLS show. I'm Kung Fu Panda, sitting here with
Lane Shark. Hey everybody, how y'all doing this afternoon? So hey, we're back. We got a good show for y'all this afternoon. We're back inside at the compound. Got a few things to talk about. Had a little mishaps a couple of weekends ago at the shooting range. So tonight we're getting back to our roots.
Yes, we are.
KPLS boys getting back to basics. All right, so got a few things to talk about. We're going back into the prepping. You know, what brought us to what we do, you know. Hey, first we want to say thanks to everybody that everybody that watched our little teaser.
Yes, we appreciate that.
There was some comments on there that were funny. You had your cats on there trolling. Yeah. That's great. You can tell it's people that didn't know what the KPLS guys is. Yeah. You know, people making fun of my vest not having a plate in my plate carrier. Yeah, because this is made up. This is what we do for fun. Yeah. And then we're going to actually do another one, kind of more along the lines of Ghostbuster commercials. So look out for that. My man is completely crushing the editing part of this.
At least I try.
So hopefully when you all are tuning into this and seeing this, when we get it posted, there's some pretty cool editing coming. Should be about where Mr. Foot is, where Mr. Squatch is right here. It should be popping up. You should get to see that later on in the show. So some things has happened. My man, he's doing some big things right now. Yeah. Tell him about the new regiment you just started.
So
in personal care.
I'm starting a brand new. For one thing, I've realized that I'm no longer an athlete no more like I used to be.
My man used to play a little offensive line.
I don't need to eat like I'm an offensive lineman and try to bulk up no more. So that's the thing I've been doing for the past couple of weeks. I've in a really severe calorie deficit. Yeah. And that sucks. It sucks. Hungry and angry and tired all the time. But add on to that, I make it a goal is I'm going to try to run a mile every night as fast as I can.
Yeah, we got each other on Snapchat. I check in with my workurs. He's been checking in with his. Yep. So I know he's doing it. We're holding each other accountable. Our wives are holding us accountable. Yep. So, hey, man, my hat's off to you. I know what it takes to get started. Yeah. So that's you know, it's a marathon. This ain't a sprint. This workout thing.
That's the main thing I realize. I need to be healthier.
Right.
And that's the main thing. I've quit some bad habits. Now I'm trying to get back to more healthy habits.
Same.
That's the main thing. Next thing I've done is I bought something brand new that I'm excited to show off later on in this episode. Woo!
Oh, is it a piece of equipment of the week?
Is it?
There a new weapon coming to the Kung Fu Panda arsenal? Is there maybe some Overwatch involved?
Hey, we'll find y'all find out.
Is it a thumper? Is it something small? You're going to find out later on in the show. And I'm telling you what, I don't know if you can see me sitting here gazing at it.
Just eyes peeking.
Yeah, it's I won't give away too much. I will say it's right up the Kung Fu Panda character, nostalgic. Nostalgic with that.
It's right up my alley.
The Kung Fu Panda character. So the nostalgic goes right up there with it, man. But it's awesome. It's really good.
Enough about me. What have you been up to, man? I feel like I haven't seen you in about a week or two.
Well, I mean, we've been. What was it? A week? We had a week off. Like I said, we had a really. I had a good training day, and I have to apologize. I pouted up a little bit too because I was hoping to be less people there. I was hoping to get to talk.
But you had a lot more fun than I did. I had something that I'll explain a little bit later on happen to me.
I actually got to do some work and work on some fundamental stuff.
Yeah. So I got to be pissed off the whole day.
Me and the wife started, trying to do things around the homestead. Going up, hanging up some no hunting signs on the property.
Not to interrupt, the homestead is looking great.
Thank you.
It's amazing. It's coming along.
I actually started blueprints and plans on the chicken coop in the upcoming weeks, and then also I got the porch comes first. I got to get her a porch and then But we've started getting her dry foods. We got the extra, we got the extra fridge hooked up. We've got some extra meats, some stuff, some canned foods, putting some water up. Hey, we're starting to get the COVID coming back. You got election coming up. Things happen in the United States of craziness. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we rep the black flag, because the United States ain't about the red, white, and blue no more. It's went crazy.
Yeah.
I'll always back our military men, military men and women, but the government just ain't. I won't get too far down that rabbit hole, but it's a scary thing. So we started that, and then I've started a new project on my truck. I got a 2011 Ford F-150. Yeah, I know you Ford haters out there, but hey, for a poor boy, it's a good looking truck. I'm getting some new off-road tires for it. Some black rims. Looks really good.
So we got a new assault vehicle on the way. Is what it sounds like.
KPLS, and you're going to know it because it's going to have Cryptid Hunter put on it. It's all black. So we will have a new. We're getting our Batmobile. We're getting our Echo 1. We're getting our Echo 1. We got we'll have to name it. We're probably. I'm thinking of like Shadow 1 or something like that. We'll or Littlefoot or something like that. We'll come up.
Yeah,
with
we'll get it. We'll get it going.
It's cool that Bigfoot was a Ford.
Yeah.
In the monster truck world, so we can really play with all that. But I've got that coming up, man. So and all that should be coming in the next month or so. Just kind of staying content.
Yeah.
Still, Mango is getting better each day. Really, really digging what we're doing on the podcast right now. Digging some of the content that we're putting out. So that's where we're trying to get to. Is that everybody digs it? Like I said, once again, I want to say, hey, thank y'all.
Yeah.
All y'all that hit that click. Hit that like,
we appreciate it.
Subscribe. What was it?
2,200 plus views already on it.
Wow. And then some of our regular stuff. The outdoor episode got up to like 200, and that was a full show.
Yeah.
220 something views. We was thinking maybe 10 to 15 at the most when we first started this. So hey, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much.
People wanting to watch.
Thank y'all so much.
We're happy for it.
That's the reason we want to do the Ghostbusters commercial. I had a good friend who might be patching in. We're going to have a patch over party one night.
Oh yeah,
sons. Hey, that was a cool video, but you didn't do anything cryptid in it. You got to do something cryptid in it. And then I kind of started thinking, and me and Kung Fu got together and talked about Ghostbuster.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Think about it. All right, so hopefully this week when you see this, like I said, you're going to see some editing coming up. We're going to post some of the clips.
Some of the clips from a range day,
from the range day. And that's something that we're going to try to do from here on out. We're going to go out and do little events. We're going to go out and do little challenges for each other because we told you that was coming, and now you get to see them.
Yeah.
So we're coming along pretty nice. So, but first, we're talking prepping. We're talking guns today. We're going to hit that horror real quick for y'all.
Hey, it's September 3rd. Ooh,
we're in spooky September on the way to awesome October.
Oh, yeah.
We're right there. So, hey. We're going to come at you with y'all a new segment each week. We're going to count down
to Halloween.
To Halloween movies. We said 10, but it's probably going to end up being more because we got a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to, sneak in here, sneak in there.
Yeah.
And because you got fall vacation coming up, right?
Yeah, I got to come up soon.
So we might be able to sneak during the week and get one or two things done, and that's when it starts to cool off in the great state of Kentucky. That first month of first week of October.
Oh yeah,
that's when everything starts to really, we get real happy. So, with that being said, we're going to do a segment, movies to watch before
Halloween.
Some things to get you in that very creepy, very cryptid, very spooky, very slasher, very, very paranormal mood. So, what do you got? What's the first movie on your list tonight to talk to the ghosted ghouls at home about popping in or streaming on their entertainment devices?
So, because Halloween's coming soon, I wanted to bring us back to a classic, but a reimagining of a classic person. And I want to go with the 2008 Halloween by Rob Zombie.
Very good flick.
Yeah.
A lot of haters on this flick. A lot of people that really like this flick. I don't hate this flick.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate this movie.
I'll go into it a little bit later.
There's parts about part 2 I absolutely hate.
I agree with that, but in general, it's a decent movie. I'll go into that when I'm ready to explain. Right. What about you? What's this movie?
Okay, so I'm going to go very nostalgic. I'm going to go classic. I'm going to go something that is not surrounded around a holiday that can happen at any given time as long as the fear is near and the fear is there. And when this name is whispered, the fear is there. I'm going with the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Okay. Classic.
Starring Robert Englund. Okay, and Heather Langenkamp.
Yep.
Who went on to do several more of the franchise. Who was actually their Jamie Lee Curtis kind of, so to speak. Not centered around a certain holiday. Very, very, very good slasher flick.
Oh yeah,
very nostalgic. A good way to scratch that itch. Right now, I'd like to say, it's hoodie weather, but, we are just the third day into September, and it's, I think, high 80s out there, close to 90, and that Kentucky humidity makes it feel like it's in the 90s. So, but it's still a good one to get you in the mood. It's still a good one to scratch that horror movie itch and get you going towards, the Halloween series. So, hey, let's talk a little bit about the Rob Zombie reimagining of Halloween before I get into talking about Mr. England's Nightmare on Elm Street, because everybody knows that.
Anyway. So I go into this, and I've told you this before. I've always hated origin movies.
Yeah.
Because it's like the Batman. It's been done way too many times. We already know the story.
Right.
But when it comes to Michael Myers, that was an origin story that was kind of needed. We needed something in depth of why he became who he became, why he became the Shape.
Right.
But that's why, that's one of the main reasons why I like it. You get to see young psychopath Michael, develop into who he's going to turn out to be, into that Shape, into that pure evil.
And I love the fact he's saying Shape. For all y'all that don't know, or I've heard people get mad, well, why do they call it the Shape on this game or that? Because that is the original name of the Michael Myers character, was the Shape. If you listen to any of the audio books, which if you get it, I suggest to do it. It really, really makes the 2018 remake or the sequel really, really good.
Oh, yeah.
Halloween Kills. It's so much better from the audiobook. Because they do it from the Shape's perspective. They do it from Michael's perspective, something in it. And he calls himself the Shape while he's thinking. Yes, he has thoughts that are really, really cool. It's a really interesting premise to really check out. So I love the fact that he's calling it the Shape, because that's what it is. He takes shape in the dark. The mask is his face. It's not a mask. It's the actual face. I know it's Shatner, but that's his face. That Michael sees that as his face. So I'm glad that you... there's a fan hitting us up.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad that you said that. But and you also get a really different background. He comes from a broken home. He goes from of that, garbage neighbor. Right?
The original Halloween, he never got, why did he kill his family?
Right.
As a kid.
Yeah.
It's a broken home. Right. Father's an abusive man. His mother is a stripper. That's the only thing they do. Right. He gets bullied at school.
Right.
Hell, he gets bullied to the point that he finally takes enough, puts his mask on, hunts him down while his bully's walking through the woods with a stick. Oh, it was
pretty crazy. And then the kid, he was in Hancock. He was in a few other things. Yeah. We actually, me and the wife was rewatching this the other night, because that's all we really do is rewatch horror movies. And with Labor Day coming up tomorrow, when this is over, between the Florida State and LSU game, go Noles, I'll be watching some horror movies again tonight. But me and the wife rewatched this one. We revisited the other night. And that kid that plays him with the long hair, that kid, he plays a really spooky young man. He plays a really spooky kid, which, like you said, that was 2008. Yeah. So he's grown up now. Obviously it won't be the same looking thing, but that was a really good scene that you're talking about.
But then when you see him get institutionalized, you see him officially develop into the Shape.
Yeah.
His psyche degrades that he realized he doesn't recognize himself, that every mask he puts on is his true self.
Right.
So he could become his true Shape. And it's just epic up to the point. And then you see this little kid just grow up to this big monster. I'm talking monster.
Scary looking dude, yeah. I mean, out of this world. Listen, there was some crazy kills in that. We get the great Scream Queen, Danielle Harris.
Yep.
Comes back, and she plays the friend Annie in it. And spoiler, some full frontal on Miss Harris. Sorry, I was a fan. She's actually why I really want to attend Scarefest. Her and the chick that played Lori, Taylor Scout Compton, are both going to be in Lexington, Kentucky at Scarefest this October. So that'd be a cool one if the KPLS boys can get down there with the family, make it a family affair, wearing the KPLS shirts. If you see us, come hit us up. We really want to do that this year. Now that Ed Rose a little bit older in life.
We can take them a little bit better places.
We can do a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then we get together and we can help each other.
Yeah.
So that's and then like the kills in this. She was in it. She got oh my god.
She got sliced up.
Yeah, like in
that's epic.
And then like Taylor Scout Compton, like I said, beautiful woman.
And it was true to the original story.
Yeah,
it was true.
And that final chase scene, was that like through the house. Just it was ferocious. It was done in the Rob Zombie manner. And it was done in the Rob Zombie way.
There's something epic about Rob Zombie's kills. He goes a little bit over the top.
It goes a little bit over the top, and it really.
I think one of my favorite kills is where he kills that guy in the truck stop bathroom to get his jumpsuit.
Oh,
he just sits there.
Joe Grizzly, baby.
Just picks him up. Yeah. Just stabs.
He started beating him with the actual stall too. I mean, good night, Irene, man. That's a big, strong dude. And I forgot his name. Taylor something is his name. I've got a few buddies that's actually met him at some cons, and they say he's a monster of a human being. So, and I mean, it really shows.
It's epic and entertaining. I can't be mad at it. I mean,
no, it's a very there's a lot, and I don't know if it's on his list. We don't know each other's list yet. Mm-hmm. We do talk a little bit before the show, but we don't want to give away things like that. Obviously, I got to see what could be the piece of equipment of the week early this week because I really, really wanted to look at it. Like you said, there's a lot of vicious kills in that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we don't like part 2 as much as, and I know I'm skipping around. I'm sorry. We don't like part 2 as much.
And that is a problem.
And I don't know if it's going to be on his list or not. We won't give that out. That's what I was getting to. I'm sorry.
I will say this: Rob Zombie has a tendency to kind of go very psychological, over the top of sequels.
He can.
That kind of goes away from like the first in a trilogy.
And that's why the Devil's Rejects 3 from Hell, House of 1,000 Corpses, I think made it better. He got the psychological one out of the way in the original, and then was able to do the movie he wanted to do.
Oh yeah,
and 2 very good movies. Either way, and the way that it ends with her screaming.
These
are spoiler warnings. Sorry if you ain't watched it. It was out in LA. Watch it, turd. She's screaming with a 357 pressed to his dome that Loomis had went and purchased. And McDowell in part 1 as Loomis, I think he done a really good job.
I was impressed.
I hated what they done to him in part 2.
Yeah, it kind of threw away his character.
Yeah,
that's not what he would have done.
But in part 1, I really loved it. I think he done the character of Dr.
It was exceptional.
Done him
exceptional
justice. So that's a very good flick. Very underrated. You have people over here that hate it. You got people over here that love it. I'm in the middle, but I can lean towards more really, really enjoying this film.
It's like we've talked about this 100 times. If you're looking at it as a Halloween movie, I really don't like it. If I look at it as a Rob Zombie film,
it's a very good Rob Zombie film.
It's really
Rob
good.
Zombie, please do a Friday the 13th.
That is so epic.
That in Texas Chainsaw Massacre is right in your wheelhouse, sir.
Yes.
I mean, you was part of the circus. Come on, let's get a good greedy Friday the 13th. That would be awesome, sir. Please, Mr. Zombie, if you ever stumble upon this that would make these 2 old men's day.
Oh yeah,
it really would. All right, so let's move on. We're going to talk about
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street, the movie that was before its time.
Oh yeah.
And am I right to say now Freddy's your guy, right?
Yeah, he is.
Freddy's your guy. So you'll probably start getting his Freddy movies later on in his list. I'm a huge Freddy fan. I think he's up there in the Mount Rushmore of slashers. But like I said, it's a good movie you can watch any time of the year, and it's still a great horror movie because it's teens in school, promiscuous sex, drinking, doing things they ain't supposed to, and it's not based around a certain holiday, so you can enjoy this any time of the year. So let's talk about it, man. Some epic kills in it. You don't. This is pre-Freddy one-liners. Where
he still had his one-liners though.
There was 1 or 2 of them there, but not so corny, not so campy as he got in after Dream Warriors. It got really campy.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
After it fell off the rails after Dream Warriors. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So, like I said, I'm a huge Freddie fan. I think Bandit is also a huge Freddie fan. Hey, and shout out to Bandit over at North Carolina, brother.
Hey, appreciate you back being in the lower 48.
Yeah, and I know you're going through the hurricane right now. If you need us, I actually got to FaceTime him later when we get off this. I missed the call the other day. Can't wait to get out there and visit you, man.
Oh, yeah,
that's going to be a damn patch-over party right there.
Hell
for sure.
yeah.
The Bandit's always going to be part of the KPLS boys. But anyways, I know he's a huge Freddie fan.
Yeah.
So I think that's the one thing that you all had over top of me. You all was like big Freddie guys. But anyway, so you get a lot of really cool kills in this. And then the Johnny Depp scene that everybody knows where he's sucked down into the waterbed and shot all over the room. That's an epic scene. And, it's one of those, like I said, that's a Mount Rushmore scene in horror movies.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those things that are talked about in horror movie circles.
Oh, yeah, it's the most memorable scene you could talk about in any horror movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's right up there with the sleeping bag scenes from Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
So it's right up there with They're Coming to Get You, Barbara, from
Night of the Living Dead.
George A. Romero's 1968, Night of the Living Dead. So it's an epic scene. It was actually Johnny Depp.
I think his first film.
Movie. Yep. It's his first film. Just a little boy from Kentucky, man.
Oh, yeah.
And it was before he started all the time talking like Keith Richards.
Yeah.
He developed some kind of accent for some reason after the Pirates of the Caribbean Felix. But he gets sucked down into the waterbed and shot all over the room. There's blood shot over the room. I remember watching it as a kid. My grandfather had a waterbed at the time. I didn't want nothing to do with it after that. That would be my first, is just to get the spooky season kicked off, because it's not based around a certain time of the year. It's a classic. Even if you know every scene, turn the lights off, get Storm outside, pop it in. You're guaranteed to get a little chill going on about you.
That's just the greatness about that series, though. It's you get the chill, you get the creepy, you get the terrifying. Then he adds that little bit of comedy in there. It's almost like you just can't. There's no part of that movie you can't enjoy.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's starting off our movie list to Halloween. Okay, so we're going to give you a different movie every week.
Yeah.
There's no way to survive this. Don't go to sleep. So we're going to skip right into prepping, getting back into the KPLS. We've done talked about our cryptid slasher in our horror movies.
Yep.
We've talked about what we've been doing. So now let's get into the survival part of the show.
Okay. Well, I think the most important thing we need to go about with survival is training with your arsenal that you have and being able to use it. For example, we finally had a range day. It's been a while. We finally went out.
Yeah.
So tell about your experience with the range day before I go into my awful.
It was a little different. I liked. There was a family down there. I wish we could have got there and done some actual video content for you.
A little bit better. Yeah.
But we weren't able to talk. You'll see some of us kind of chopping it up back and forth. I mean, we went in there 10 minutes and the land shark had to save someone. We had a little bit of a AR mishaps. A gentleman walks over to us. We're able to get him straight, get him fixed.
Yeah.
Good thing that Land Shark works on these ARs on a daily basis. So I knew what his malfunction was. I knew what he had going on. Was able to get the man straight. And then I think they shot that thing the rest of the day.
Oh yeah. No, they didn't have a single problem out of that.
Another issue. Hopefully, he gets that straightened out. But got down there, man. It was a little hotter than what we was going to thought.
Pretty hot.
It was a little bit different of a setup than we thought. I didn't really enjoy all the way that the targets were set up.
Yeah. Problem was there's not a lot of space where we're at.
No, it wasn't.
If you were by yourself, it would have been a little bit better.
If you could get there with no other
people, you get the lane you want,
and really put some work.
I mean, in general, it's not bad. If for free,
like I said, I was more in a pouting mood. I was being a big old baby. So I apologize for that. But I
apologize for my pissy mood I had. I'm justified. You'd be pissy if it happened.
To see it, hopefully, like I said, we did have a gentleman with us. We'll refer to him as Sam Squatch, I guess.
Yeah.
He's a guy that I actually I work out with. He helps me with my lifting. And he's also a sheriff. We won't give the county out. Won't do all of that.
Yeah.
But he is a sheriff right here in the state of Kentucky. He was getting some work in with his service weapons.
Yeah.
And we just went down there. No, we did get some good work in. I got some good shots in. He got some good shots in. You got a little bit. But
I got a little bit.
You had the issue. And so the thing that we're going to talk about today in the survival / prepping / being ready area is going to be maintenance.
Yes.
Of your weapons.
Yes.
Whether it be bows, whether it be sharpening your blades, putting the right stuff on your blades so they don't rust on you, or whether it be checking your backpacks, switching in and out of the type of seasons. It's getting to be late summer here in the state of Kentucky right now, so we get a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
Making sure you got that parka, making sure you got that raincoat shoved down that backpack, making sure you clean your weapons.
Yeah.
So
I had a bad experience at this range day. Y'all seen my AK, my golf club, my baby. I've had a malfunction on it that ruined my experience for there. I had a couple screws decided to break off and throw my stock off. My mistake, I didn't bring my toolkit, didn't bring my maintenance stuff. Rule number one.
I had was a Allen or a Gerber.
Yeah.
I had a multi-tool.
Multi-tool. Thank God I was even with that, I still didn't have the capabilities. I'll be able to fix it how I wanted. Besides the fact that I'm going to go over some stuff that you're very important need to bring. In general, if I don't drop it, bring a toolkit. I always carry a couple of Allen wrenches, mini screwdriver, pliers if you need it.
Let me add on to this. Okay, so I'm talking about doing things to my truck.
Yep.
Making sure you've got the right type of the tools to maintain your vehicle if you break down.
Yeah.
Keeping that extra. I'm wanting to get a locking bed cover on my truck. I'll have a toolbox sitting inside of my truck. I'm going to have jump boxes. I'm going to have, the little things I need, jumper cables. I'm going to have tools to hopefully get me home. So that goes the same way with maintenance in your vehicle, because you never know when that slasher's getting after you. You never know when you have to go save the family from that wolf pack. You never know when that zombie horde is bearing down on you, and you got to get to the top of this mountain. You got to make sure that vehicle's running right.
Yeah, exactly.
As well as your
firearm.
Yeah.
And the thing about us, we use our firearms daily. We try to train as much as we can.
We try to. Yes.
The more you do it, the more wear it goes on, the more maintenance you got to do.
Yes.
My mistake, I didn't bring my toolkit with there. I probably should have been able to fix that stock. I wasn't able to. The second thing I want to go over with is always make sure you clean your weapons. Always make sure you have at least a good couple of different types of gun cleaning kits for you. For example, I got one for rifles, I got one for pistols, and it got everything you could ever want if I can open this in enough time without fumbling with it. Comes with everything you're ever going to need, 8 little wire brushes, picks, everything like that.
And you always need a good carrying
bag. Good carrying bag for it. And of course, this one's just for rifles. It just has longer rods that go to barrel cleaning rods. It's very important to need. As a mistake, also if I preach, I lacked on it. I had a malfunction. AK stock. I have a folding stock on that AK, as y'all saw. Screws broke off. The stock couldn't stay in. Kept falling out.
But hopefully.
But here's the thing I'm going to say about
the versatility.
Versatility about a Kalashnikov and an AK is if you don't have a stock or as a malfunction, you can still get that thing to fire. But you'll see right here.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Anyways, now we're back. Maintain your guns.
Yeah.
Keep a kit with you. Something small enough that you should be able to fix your stuff with. Things happen. You're not like I said. I didn't go into the range expecting those screws to break off, and my stock to fall off.
And really, the multi-tool could have got it done, but we need to, and we could show you the gun. You can see the gun on the. Hopefully, what the film there.
Yeah.
But we needed a tap.
Yeah.
To be able to tap it.
Get it out.
And actually needed some Loctite.
Yeah. But
that thing, it's a thumper, and you shoot it enough. That little thing worked its way.
But the crazy thing about it, even about that stock, I was still able to throw rounds down range.
He went from Asian to insert.
I went straight from Asian, Viet Cong to Afghani.
So hopefully you get to see that. And hopefully when I do this, because we've talked a little bit about our range day, hey, that was the survival tips of the week. That was the prepping tips of the week. Always maintain your food. Always maintain your
firearm,
your water, and all that. But firearms, vehicles, those especially your vehicles. Those do not need to fall to the wayside. Maintain, make sure your gun's clean. Even if you ain't taking it out, make sure that thing's operating smooth. Dry fire it a couple of times. Do it outside, but do it responsibly. Dry fire it a couple of times. Make sure you're staying where you need to stay. Make sure that it's still operating through. Make sure it can still cycle through. There's things you can do, even if you can't get the range time. Even if you can't shoot that day, there's things you can do with that weapon to make sure that it's operating correctly for you if you need it, in your time of need. So,
yeah, speaking of that, you managed to bring out a brand new weapon and go through some ranges, put some rounds through it. It's the first time your new baby. What have I always said? You always needed something big, something bold.
So hopefully that just worked. And if I did, that was my M4 shotgun, semi-automatic, the gun of my dreams. It could be, as you said, maybe possibly with the piece of equipment tonight, moving its way into
it's
one of the primary weapons, main primary weapons of the Landshark character. Now, if the crap hits the fan, it will for sure be a secondary weapon for me.
Yeah,
because I'm still going to have one of my ARs. But as far as the Landshark character goes,
it's right on point.
There's some things I want to do to it. So if you did get to see it there, I'm putting a tactical stock on it to make it a little bit, more compact. But and I got some very good rounds coming in that I've ordered for it, so it can slowly move its way into the Landshark primary weapon system for the KPLS cryptid hunters. So because especially with what's coming down the pipe, we got a little long range coming right here, more than likely.
Yeah, we do.
So hopefully you got to see some of these clips.
Yeah.
So what we got coming down before we do the equipment of the week, we got some cats coming in.
Oh yeah.
That we're going to be doing it outside. Oh my God! I've showed him some of the pictures.
Be prepared. It's going to be epic.
God, their costumes are very good. We got Big Jake Break coming back in and doing a creature feature with us. So we got some guests coming along. There's a few things coming there. Got the first bonfire of the year. We're probably going to have to do a video of it, or if not, definitely do some clips of the first bonfire of the year. That's a family affair. There'll be a few people around for that. We like to wait till it starts to get a little bit cooler. It's getting there on the backside of things, and maybe a couple of outdoor episodes before that big day. That big day is coming out, and we're going to talk about. So me and the wife have already finished our Halloween costumes.
Attaboy.
We've already got it figured out what we're going to be, and we're going as a couple. It's going to be a very, very cool costumes. Can't wait. We're going to give it out. You'll know a little bit later on in the season 3 of what's coming. So hey, hopefully everything's worked out. But now we're going to move on to our new favorites. One of our new favorite segments. It's been getting a lot of people talking. It's been, a lot of people saying, hey, I love it when you all talk about this. Okay, so we're in the woods. Landshark's doing his recon. He feels that big, hairy monster bearing down on him. That's all Landshark might have is a little 5.56.
Yep.
That's all Landshark might have is that 7.62. My friends, ghosts and ghouls and goblins and whatever else is out there, the piece of equipment of the week is... Go ahead.
Let me go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, I found this beauty for a steal. I got a 1939 Mosin Nagant full-size rifle. Good Lord, look at this beauty. Let me flip it up.
She's clean.
She's clean.
If I can get it from this angle that way.
There you go.
I can see it a little bit better over here. She's clean. She's clean. Look at that right there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
And let me tell you something. We don't have the rounds here to compare it, but we got right here. It's a 7 points.
Hold on.
Hold on. He's going to pull this up.
Let me see.
Stay tuned for a second.
Let me see if I can pull something real quick. All right. So without having to get into anything, let's do a comparison of a 223.
Yep.
5.56. All right. Let me see.
All right.
So
we're showing this comparison of rounds.
So
a little bit over. Up back there.
Go. 223 556. 223 556. Now you announce your baby coming in.
All right, we got a 7.62 by 54R. Look at this bad boy.
We're gonna need a bigger boat. We're gonna need a bigger boat.
That thing's gonna put a hole through something.
That, my word.
I mean, look at that.
That is Overwatch in the cryptid world, ladies and gentlemen.
That is dropping Bigfoot from 100 yards out.
Wow.
So, this is my new baby. So, like I said, it's 1939, so it's the model of Mosin you want to get. It is clean. The most important part is everything on this matches. This is not a Russian put-together weapon. This is a complete matching set. Cool story behind it. It was stored in preserving oil that we had to get out, and the guy had to take it out and clean it.
And I mean,
it's just like, listen, it came with everything with it. Came with there's something you don't even find. The original part cleaning kits for it to break it down. This is a heck of a rifle. It is heavy. It is. I mean, just what does that sound like to you, folks?
Yeah, it sounds like pink mist.
No, but like I've said in like old episodes, I've always been a big fan of bolt actions. But more, I've been just the straight bolt. I mean, what does that sound like to you?
And so. A lot of people have been saying, hey, you're getting away from talking about the cryptid. You're getting away from talking about what you come to the party. And this is what we're talking about. Getting back to the basics. Getting back to the root of things. So here's what this is right here. Even with Bigfoot, let's say a northwestern Sasquatch. Those things can get up to 8 foot taller.
450 pounds plus?
The size of a grizzly. This is going to slow it down.
That round right here is going to drop it.
Down. You got that demon-ass skinwalker chasing you. This round is going to make it think. And the thing about this is, my man can shoot this from a good distance.
Oh, yeah.
And relocate. And I know that as long as I'm keeping my head down and I'm keeping comms with him,
oh, yeah,
I've got coverage.
Oh, he got covered.
So it's almost like I can call in that air. Like, hey, get ready to drop the heat.
Oh,
yeah. And so, and then I got another friend that we got to work on his name coming in, and that's been part of it. He wants to keep his name. It's Apple Asquatch. Off of TikTok. A lot of people know him. He's a naturist.
Yep.
I've known this man all my life. I've seen him fight tough man contests.
Yep.
He's an avid health enthusiast. He's a up and coming what we call a backroom tattoo artist.
Yep.
But I tell you what, I know that this guy is one of the toughest human beings I've ever met.
Yep.
He lived in the woods for a year just to say that he could do it.
Yeah.
As I said, he's a naturist and he gets into the hunting side. So he would be a very, very, very good member to the team if we can patch him over. We just got to see how that schedule works out. So, that'd be big. He's a shotgun guy. I know for sure he's got himself a full-size turkey Benelli M4.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, a Benelli Supernova that is, I think actually a Mossberg. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it's a full-size 12 gauge. It's not a semi-automatic, but it's a very quick pump. Camo wrap, very good. And then he's got himself a very good sidearm in a SIG P3 something. I think it's the P30 series, 9mm. So he's got some reliable weapons. He's a good guy with. He's good with an axe and he's damn good with a knife. So that's somebody to add to.
Yeah,
So now we got our Overwatch took care of.
Just look at that size comparison.
I mean, Jesus,
just
kids.
look at that.
Okay.
I mean, God.
Okay, so you've got Landshark that's infiltrated a camp. All right. I'm getting all the little campers out. They're coming with me. I've got my AR platform, or I've got that M4 shotgun tucked at the ready. I'm putting pow, pow, pow down. That masked man keeps getting up. I go to the comms, let it rain.
Boom!
Makes for an easier escape.
I don't think he's ever been hit with something that's going to put a hole through him.
Yeah, makes for an easy escape. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then I've got my man up there he's med trained.
Yep.
So, and he's still involved in the fight from long distance.
Yep.
It's something that helps out tremendous. And that's some tactical advantage right there. So, hey, we had a little bit of a different episode, I think, tonight, a little more slow pace, getting back to some basics.
Getting back to the roots, man.
Talking, hey, his movie of the week for you to go out and check. Go check out the Rob Zombie original Halloween. Will not be disappointed. Very good movie. Give it a chance. Mine was the original Nightmare on Elm Street, starring Robert Englund as the iconic Freddy Krueger. So go check those out. Piece of equipment of the week. That Mosin. That Mosin.
So show it one more time for folks.
And tune in next time to find out if this might end up being the new primary of the Kung Fu Panda.
I don't know yet, but it's.
I'd be interested because he does got the Molly gear, or the Alice gear rather. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see how he carries the ammo. I'd be interested. So he's got some thinking to do before.
I do got some thinking to do
because we'll bring this up next episode. Okay.
Not a little bit teaser, but I might. If I'm going to be carrying stuff like this, I might be starting to have to do more of a lightweight load.
Yeah, I mean, that is because you still got to carry the med kit and you're a food guy. So this could be actually right up the alley of what you need. I think that you probably need to carry what you can carry for your rifle, but carry more of your sidearm.
Yep.
You have to get more of that sidearm ammo in there, and that's a .357.
I'm packing a big punch, ladies and gentlemen.
Panda's packing heat. Panda's packing power. Okay. Hey, listen, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Hopefully the clips work out right. They should be right in this area. When you all tune into this and we get this live posted on your local streaming, whether it be YouTube or however you check us out. You got anything to say before we sign off tonight? This afternoon, rather.
Stay on the lookout because you can find a diamond in the rough whenever you get a chance. I'm still tickled.
Remember, do your prayer. If you're going to say you're a survivalist, get out and do the work. Check on your car. Make sure you got your fluid levels right. Make sure your brakes are working right. Make sure your oil's where it needs to be.
Maintenance your guns. Don't be kung fu.
Yeah,
don't be kung fu.
Don't have a kung fu range day, which it all happens to us. It's happened to me. This is getting back to roots. We're going to be having some fun with this. You got a ton of content coming your way. Got a ton of shows coming out. Appreciate y'all for always tuning in. Appreciate y'all for being those fans. Hit those like buttons. Send us a comment. We love everything that y'all say, even if it is bad, mocking us. Yeah. Hey, if you clicked and you watch us and you don't like us, you're still a fan, okay?
Oh, yeah. Hey, thanks for the view.
Yeah, there you go. So, hey, this is your man, Shark. This is your man, Land Shark, your man, Shark, Land Shark, saying that it's better to have it and not need it, and need it and not have it. So go and grab it.
This is your boy Kung Fu Panda. Always remember, folks, you ain't got time to bleed, so keep on moving.
We love y'all. Appreciate it. KPLS. Woo!